Okay. Dream drop distance. Dream drop distance. Dream drop distance. Like I said in the last video, Sora and Riku are going to take the Mark of Mastery exam. And I'm sending a message. I'm hungry. Sora and Riku are going to take the Mark of Mastery exam. Okay, they take the Mark of Mastery exam, and Riku, they dive into the sleeping worlds in order to unlock them so they can earn the power of waking, which will be necessary in the upcoming game. The actual game that isn't out yet, Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's not important. I mean, it is important, but it's not right now. They're going to these worlds, and different versions of Xehanorts are taunting them, and some organization members, I think, are there too, taunting them. They keep going. Oh, and you play as both Riku and Sora throughout the game, and you split back and forth, and one falls asleep, the other one goes in. There are these things called Dream Eaters, which are kind of important to Kingdom Hearts 3. They're important to the plot. Dream Eaters, there are two versions. They're Nightmares, and I think I forget if the other ones are just called Dream Eaters. They're good, and they fight each other. There's the evil. Basically, the Nightmares are just evil versions of what you can have as a Dream Eater, as your buddy on your system. Donald and Goofy are out in this one, by the way. Oh, and he didn't fight with them to recode it either. It was just Sora going around the world. Anyways, what was I saying? You go around, you unlock the keyholes, lock the keyholes, I don't know. You unlock the worlds from their sleeping, you go fight a bunch of different Dream Eater monsters. And then what happens? I forget. I don't remember. After you do, Sora goes to the world that never was, even though he woke up in the real world, I think, in the world that never was. Young Xehanort's in this game. A younger version of a character we know. Young Xehanort's in this game. First you find Xigbar in the world that never was. Then you face young Xehanort. He puts you to sleep as Sora. And you gotta go through, running through memories and seeing all these different people that are hurting that you're connected to. First, it's... I don't care. You do see Xion. I just want to point out you see Xion, even though Sora doesn't know who it is. You see Naminé. You see Roxas. I don't think you see Lee, though. Oh! Important to remember, point out, some of the organization members that were from Radiant Garden, or I guess all of them, are alive again, and they remember who they are. They remember being nobodies. And a good amount of them, Axel just killed straight up, like, oh, you're a traitor, kill. But they're like, it's cool, I was trading, I was evil then, whatever. It's like, okay, we're chill about that, whatever, guys. Also, Axel's there, but he's Lee again. So Lee, he's going around, and at one point he goes to Master Jensen's tower, and he's like, dude, I'm a somebody. I still have my organization cloak, but I'm a somebody. Grant me the power for a Keyblade. He wants a Keyblade. Anyways, Master Jensen was just like, shit, you can handle it. I don't know. Yeah, in the organization world, the Organization 13 world, Sora's going around. He fights Man-Sex, Xemnas X Ansem again, Ansem X, whatever again. But then it's too much of a strain on his heart. He goes into a sleep within a sleep, which is bad. Don't do that. That will get you in big trouble with the, you fall to darkness. Riku finds him in this orb where he's been sleeping before he fights Xigbar in his dream. He fights an evil cloaked figure which mimics the Dream Eater symbol on his back. Wait, why is there a Dream Eater symbol on his back? Well, I'll tell you why in a second, because they don't address it until in a moment. After you beat him, you fight Ansem again. Seeker of Darkness. But wait, I hear you saying, what, isn't there like some plot stuff? Yeah, Sora, Donald, Riku's just like, you keep bothering me, man. But like, you know what? I don't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, and in one of the worlds, Riku sees like a cloaked, an organization hooded figure of himself. The hood's off, obviously. But he sees that, it's like, what's going on? Why is this guy following me? Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. We don't see them ever again in that game. I haven't played the whole game, but I know what's up with that. I know, I did my research. Anyways, he fights Ansem after he says, like, you know what? You don't bother anymore. I'll consume your light and turn to darkness. I'll poop your darkness out as light. That's not what he says, but it sounds funny. Anyways, he consumes the darkness. He beats Ansem again because Ansem's a wimp. How many times have we beaten Ansem in these series? Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, this game. Ansem's a pushover. Then Then Mickey shows up after Riku wakes up in the actual world that never was. Well, first Riku finds a way to get into the castle because he's not in the castle anymore. Then he finds the like little sitting room. It's like, whoa, this is where the organization members go to be all organized. And Mickey shows up. It's like, hey, I'm here too. He shows up just as like young Xehanort's about to do something really evil. He uses Stopera or whatever. He freezes time. And then they're about to grab Sora when young Xehanort's like, no, I'm a time traveler. You think this is gonna work on me? They're about to do some evil stuff. Xehanort, in his full form, appears, I guess, like old man Xehanort. He's like, yes, it is me! I cannot do that voice. I hope I'm not forgetting anything important from this game. Anyways, Mickey's just like, you motherfucker! He doesn't say that. I want to hear Mickey curse once. Give me that one cursing, Disney, please. Anyways. He's just like, you should be destroyed. I've taught my younger self. Oh, and while Sora was asleep, younger Xehanort showed that he was from Destiny Islands, and an older version of him in a cloak, the cloaked figure from the very first game that Sora meets in the cave. That was Ansem, but also he was in the island before, and he's like, hey, you need to go through time and get 13 versions of yourself to meet in this very spot so that we can do evil stuff together. And then, basically, they've been tracking him through the X on his chest, and everyone that has an X on their clothing is apparently being watched by Xehanort. He needs to calm down with the number X, or the letter X. One sec, I have to reply to a message. The letter X. And that they've been planning this. Literally, all of the events of everything from Birth by Sleep to now has been Master Xehanort's master plan. He's been doing this for so many years. All of this just so we can have 13 darknesses and 7 lights clash to form the Keyblade, spelled with an X, the Keyblade to unlock the real Kingdom Hearts. Almost done. And then, yeah. They've been following Sora this whole time. It's explained that we were going to take Riku, but like he proved to be a little bit troublesome. Roxas was a good candidate, but he became too self-aware. So we just did what the Keyblade did, move down the list. And now here we are. We're gonna try taking Sora, and Xehanort's just like, let me put my heart in him, or part of my heart. He blasts it, but then someone blocks it, and you see, hey, Lee just shows up. Lee Axel, I don't care what you call him. He shows up. He's just like, hey, you here to save the day? They're like, Lee, is that you? It's Axel, is that you? It's Lee. Never mind. Just whatever, Axel. He Axel is he saves the day, but then um, Xemnas is just like, yo, other versions of me. Oh, and Zigbar or Braig, whatever his name is at this point, he is already have Xehanort. That was revealed to Sora earlier. Anyways, Zigbar is part of Xehanort. Um, he doesn't do anything in this scene, but I wanted to point that out because guess what? Sora. Oh wait, no. Before Lee even came to save the day, Mickey was gonna go grab Sora, but then like Xemnas was like no, because Xemnas is there, and then Sora was going, not Sora, Riku was going to, and then Axel was just like, not Axel, Ansem, Secret of Darkness was like no. Then Lee comes in to save the day. They both use their Keyblades, Riku and Mickey to try and fight, but like the guys are like dodging, like nope. Then Saïx, or Isa comes up. It's like I'm gonna fight you now, Lee. It's like wait, they were best friends at one point, but now you're an evil Xehanort creature. Nope, go screw yourself. Anyways, Donald and Goofy just come in and bop Ansem's Guardian Heartless thing on the head. He goes away. And all the different versions of Xehanort start to fade away. It's like, I swear we shall have our clash on the fated land, which is the Keyblade Graveyard, where the very first Keyblade War was fought, and he wants to make a new one happen. Anyways. Oh, and Xehanort's plan is either get the 7 Princesses of Heart and fight them to make the X-Blade, or get the 7 Warriors, or Guardians of Light, and fight them, and form the X-Blade. Either way, he wants that X-Blade. Where was I? Sora they get away, but Sora, he's still asleep. Because the bad guys had to leave, so it's like, okay. Sora, he's still asleep after they get to Master Jensen's tower. Riku dives into his heart again, and his heart is surrounded by, earlier, Ventus's armor went on Sora because his heart was falling into darkness. Like, I'm going to protect you. So Riku goes in the final battle of the game. You fight Ventus's armor surrounding Sora and his heart, and mainly just actually surrounding Sora's heart. You fight that because it got corrupted by darkness and has like a Dream Eater symbol. This isn't Harry Potter, even though bald guy putting his part of his soul into a certain number of vessels. I digress. Yeah, I just noticed Xehanort's, Voldemort's, a little bit of a coincidence maybe. Where was I? Yeah, defeats that, releases Sora, but he goes into the darkness, but the darkness is destroyed. Then Riku's on Destiny Island in Sora's heart, and Roxas, Ventus, and Xion all ask him a question, and he knows who the other two are. It's like, wait, no. Well, no, he's like, oh, it's Roxas. Oh, Roxas? No, wait, you're not Roxas. Oh, who are you? My girl, Xion. The girl Xion's getting... It's like, I don't remember who you are. Every time. People are going to remember Xion, though. Anyways, and then Ansem the Wise, the good Ansem, is there. It's like, yeah, I left some research in here. It's like, I'm just here to wake up Sora's heart. It's like, you did that already. You fought the armor thing you asked. You answered these 3 questions. You're done. You're good. Sora's awake right now. You're just in his heart doing whatever. But here, take this research that I put in him in between Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories and 2 when I was like preparing his memories or having Xion nominated to do that. Because this is going to be important to waking people's hearts and stuff. So he does that. He's about to leave when Ansem's like, I don't believe I caught your name. Because in the very first encounter we see them when it's like, what's your name? It's Ansem. All the way back in Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't believe I caught your name, young man. It's Riku. All the way in this game. He leaves Sora's heart. They're having a tea party, and Sora's got this goofy, like, the glasses with like the bushy eyebrows, fake mustache and nose, just like Riku, you're awake, and it's like, yeah. Oh, we had someone mentions the exam. They like get in front of Master Yensen's desk. It's like, yes, sir. Ready for hear what you said. Well, only one of you passed. See, because you dove back into you succumbed to the darkness, but you dove back into a friend's heart to retrieve him from the darkness. Riku, you passed. Sora's like, I knew you'd pass. Just like, I didn't win, but whatever. I didn't pass, but whatever. Important to the plot stuff. Sora goes back into the Traverse Town dreaming world just because he wants to see his Dream Eater friends again. Riku goes to get... Oh, during the whole scene where they figure out who passed, Lee just randomly is like, I could never summon my Keyblade. It must be in the snap of the wrist. And then Keyblade appears. Okay, you get a Keyblade now. You get a Keyblade. You get a Keyblade. Everybody gets a Keyblade in this game series. Anyways, Riku went out to go find someone for Master Yensid, and it turns out he's like, I know you can wield a Keyblade, right? You know, that's important. You can wield a Keyblade, because guess who it is? Shoot, going back to... Let me just interject this for Recoded. They mentioned the Book of Prophecy. That's going to be important. Maleficent wants that. That's important when they're in the data escape. That's going to be important in another game. Anyways, I'm thinking like end credit scenes. What happens? Yeah, Master Yensid's like, I've learned you can also wield a Keyblade. We need to get our 7 lights so we can fight Xehanorts. And it's like, Kairi can do, because Kairi Kingdom Hearts 2, so she's gonna be wielding Keyblade in the next game. We saw that in the trailer, so that looks nice. Is there anything else that's important to the plot? Sora's off doing his thing, which will be important later in a cutscene in another game. Anyways, I think that's everything. That was Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Time travel was heavily... Oh yeah, yeah, they were traveling through time. The Xehanorts were traveling through time this whole time. Anyways, I'm gonna go... explain 2 more plots. I think it's 2 more. I'll count it in between and come back to you. Bye-bye.